Hello everybody. On this video, I will show you how to get BitLocker Recovery Key with Key ID from Microsoft or from Azure Active Directory in Windows 10 and Windows 11. I will show you how and where you can find the BitLocker Recovery Key or password with or without Microsoft account and how to unlock BitLocker encrypted drive. But before showing that, you have to know why is Windows asking for BitLocker Recovery Key, because you may bypass BitLocker Recovery without key, especially if it happens after changing BIOS or EFI settings, or if your computer is a part of an organization entity. You may ask yourself, why is my computer asking for BitLocker Recovery Key after update or after changing something in my computer? The answer in simple words is that the system recognized that update or change as unusual event or as a suspicious access to your computer or data. This event triggers the Trusted Platform Module or TPM to lock the system drive in order to protect your data from unauthorized access. The following events are the most common triggers for BitLocker recovery. Disabling secure boot in BIOS settings. Detecting a hacker attack. Changing the BIOS boot device order on TPM 1.2 devices, or removing a CD or DVD if their order was before the hard drive on TPM 2.0 devices. Changing the NTFS partition table or disk scheme. Entering the PIN incorrectly too many times. Upgrading BIOS, UEFI, or TPM firmware. Adding or removing some hardware or upgrading the motherboard. Turning off, disabling, hiding, deactivating, or clearing the TPM. Removing, inserting, or completely depleting a smart battery charge on a laptop computer. Pressing the F8 or F10 key during the boot process. Updating or upgrading Windows but in rare cases. How to find BitLocker Recovery Key in Microsoft account. You can find BitLocker Recovery Key in Microsoft account if you have an access to your account as followings. Type aka.myrecoverykey into Google or Bing search box and press enter. Open the first search result to get into aka.ms/myrecoverykey. If you have not logged in from current device, you will need to log in using email and password of Microsoft account linked to locked computer. Type the recovery email or the mobile number that you have used to recover linked account. This email is not the same email we will use to obtain the BitLocker recovery password. Enter the verification code that you have received in the other email or mobile number. Click on Verify icon to continue. If you have more than one computer linked to your account or if you have more than one BitLocker protected drive in your computer, select the required recovery key according to key ID of locked drive from blue screen. How to find BitLocker Recovery Key in Active Directory, AD. To get the BitLocker key from Active Directory or AD, do the followings. Log in to your portal.azure.com using your account. From Welcome to Azure screen, click on View icon under Manage Azure Active Directory option. From left panel, select Devices option and then click on All Devices option. Select the device that you want to get its recovery key and then select BitLocker Key Preview option. Click Show Recovery Key Hyperlink to show the BitLocker recovery key. How to get BitLocker Recovery Key without Microsoft account. Usually, the system will ask you to add your Microsoft account during Windows installation or while enabling BitLocker Recovery on your computer for the first time. Therefore, if you are not the one who linked that account to your computer, you must request the BitLocker Recovery from the one who has enabled the BitLocker Recovery, for example, the sales agent from whom you purchased the computer, or from the maintenance agent who installed Windows on your computer. Also, if there is another person who shares the use of the computer with you or used it before you, he or she may be the one who logged into Microsoft using his or her personal account or may have saved the recovery key somewhere, so you can request the key from that person. It's worth noting that the recovery key can be exported as a text file and saved on an external storage or another internal drive, but not to the same encrypted drive, and it may be printed to a paper without the need to use a Microsoft account. How to get BitLocker unlock without password and recovery key. You can bypass BitLocker recovery without password or recovery key only in two scenarios. The first scenario is when the BitLocker recovery blue screen appeared after disabling the secure boot. The second scenario is if you have a data recovery agent or DRA certificate installed in your computer. In the first scenario, you can unlock the BitLocker without need to enter the BitLocker recovery key as followings. Power on your computer. Immediately and repeatedly press the F2 or another key to open BIOS or UEFI settings. This is the list of keys to open BIOS settings. Notice that the F2 can be used to open BIOS in Acer, Asus, Dell, HP, Lenovo, Samsung, Sony, and Toshiba, while the F10 can be used in Compaq, MSI, and some model variants. Navigate to Security tab and then enable Secure Boot option. In Asus and other laptops with Megatrend BIOS firmware, click on Advanced Mode and then navigate to Security tab. After that, enable the Secure Boot. Navigate to Exit tab and select Exit Saving Changes option, or press F10 or corresponding key as shown in your screen to save new changes. Now your computer will start normally without asking for BitLocker recovery key or password. The second scenario in which you can bypass BitLocker recovery screen without recovery key is through a data recovery agent, DRA. The DRA can use his credentials to unlock the drive without BitLocker recovery key. But for the agent to be able to remove the BitLocker protection, he should install a data recovery agent certificate into the problematic computer previously. This method is used by maintenance employees in companies. The maintenance employee creates an encrypting file system or EFS data recovery agent certificate, then installs it on all of the company's computers, so that he can decrypt any file or drive in the future using that certificate if one of the company employees leaves, or if the recovery key is forgotten or lost. How to disable BitLocker recovery loop after entering recovery key in Windows 10 and Windows 11. If BitLocker keeps asking for recovery key at startup, then you can stop it as followings. Enter the BitLocker key to unlock the drive and then log in into your Windows desktop. Type BitLocker into search box and then open Manage BitLocker tool. Click on Suspend Protection to stop BitLocker protection temporarily. If you want to disable BitLocker recovery permanently, click on Turn Off BitLocker option. Restart or shut down your computer to apply the new changes. Open Manage BitLocker and then click on Resume Protection. If you have a bootable DVD or USB drive, you have to eject it first and then try resuming protection again. Now you can restart your computer or start it after shutting it down without BitLocker recovery blue screen loop. For more and updated information about BitLocker recovery blue screen, please refer to video description and associated link. And if you still need help, don't hesitate to add your question in a comment and we will try to help you. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a comment and subscribe.